USB mic 1. Test, 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 test. All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I think you should be able to, because I got a lot of flashing. I think we're good. Can I get it? No, it's not your end. I think it's me, but I think we fixed it. Let me know if that's too loud. Okay. Is that too loud, too low? So let me know. We had a whole complete disaster with the electricals here. So, but that's okay. Wasn't with the printer. All right. So hopefully that's not too deafening. If it is, just stop me at any time. So good. All right. So I'm not even going to waste time with scaring myself and having to deal all this. We're going to just cut this here and put away. This is ASA Polymaker. It's only Poly Light ASA, but we're going to put that up on the shelf for right now and take off our spool holder. And since the audio was all bad, let me reiterate. We're taking the Darrel fan, the blower fans, to actually add heated, not really heated bed, but add to your ambient temperature inside of the chamber. So we're going to have to set these up and wire them, do all that kind of good stuff. Let me get these out the way before it crashes down. And my Ozbot acted stupid, so for some reason we're going to just run off of this camera right now. And I don't have a mouse to use because it's using up my good port. All right. My light's on. So took off the top, and I'm going to lean it back this way so that the glass does not mess up. We're changing up the, well, not changing, we're adding fans to underneath the bed. Oh, it's dirty in here. Bertha! Big Bertha! Let's get this. And I have the, so that it doesn't go Uncle Jesse on me. All right, so we're going to have to first remove the bed. This bottom, because I'm going to run the wire through, make it easier on myself. But bottom of the K1 Max. Yeah, we've made the A1. This actually made the basketball. It's over there. After I take this apart, I'll show you, because we're going to have to remove this base, and I'm going to run the wire, since I just want to make sure that it's long enough to run all the way through our pathway through the back, following along the rest of the wires, so that we can pull it out underneath the bed. And I'm just reusing an old wire. It's still the same gauge. I believe it's a 22. It's just an old wire. Should be long enough. Should be. It will reach from here to the top corner if I hug the machine from top to bottom. So that should work for us. For the basketball, we used, it's, matter of fact, I actually keep it in the plastic. It's called, I believe we used the Flash Forge for the basketball. So Flash Forge? Yeah, Flash Forge. It was it's a flexible, come on, light. Yeah, it's a flexible PLA from Flash Forge in orange. And we did some shoes as well, some Crocs, but that was with the Ataraxia flexible PLA. You just got to print it really, really slow and low on the temp. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this base off. We've got our kit. And kind of cheating, because you're technically supposed to remove the bed and everything before, just I want to make sure before I do all that I got the right long enough cable. It should work, and it saves me the headache of doing it later. And a lot of this is going to be a lot easier from underneath here. And I believe these are going to be 2s. It's either going to be a 2 or 2.5. Oh, yeah, it is a 2. It's a 2. You really want to see that basketball? Hold on. Let me get these screws out. I'll actually show it to you. One sec. And it should be these 2 here. And also going to be the ones here on the feet. Now, anytime you open a printer, always be careful of the fan, because there's always a fan attached somewhere on these things. I've opened the K1s up quite a few times. I have not been into the K1 Max yet. So this will be my first time into this machine underneath to see the main board and everything. There we go. Come on, baby. There we go. That should be it. Come on. And yep, our fan right here. And looks like, I'm not sure how they did that, but looks like these are mounts on the outside that are actually soldered. But I'll go ahead and pull this out 1 second, just so I know that I'm not going to rip a wire. Oop. There we go. So, got my base plate off. There's our wonderful. Oh! What are we rocking on the bottom of this? It's a 24-volt brushless, so that's good. We're good. And let's see. See, this is why I wish my Osbot didn't just do what it did. I'm going to use these rubber stoppers just to make sure I don't scratch underneath here either. There we go. All right, let's see. Get it in frame there. That's about as best we're doing right now. Okay. So we have our motherboard here, which is funny because, oh, I did tell you basketball. That's right, basketball, and I have a backup one for these so we can see I have a K1 bed. Okay. Main board. And basketball. So this is the K1's main board. I want to see if it's the same as the K1 Max. Yeah, that's the basketball. We did have a little bit of issues, not issues so much, but just it's kind of ugly from where the supports were held on the bottom. I may reprint this again another day in a different color, but as you see, nice and firm. And yeah, I am on vinyl, not on concrete, but yeah, it does bounce. So this is ours. Everybody's printed one. It's been around for a while. Don't hit the. Okay, we're good. I thought I hit one of the K1s. So yeah, this is gonna be the K1 board. This one you saw back in the day. They gave me this. Creality sent me this out of the blue, and I said one day I'll do something with it. I have not yet, and I just want to compare them to see if the K1 board is the same as the K1 Max. So, oh, come on, baby. It came out the other day just fine. Back with it. There we go. Oh. And, yep, rocking the exact same part number. Interesting. So, yeah, they run the exact same motherboard. If you wanted to know, that's nice to know. Cool. The filament on the basketball was a flexible PLA. Flexible PLA by FlashForge. I'll put that there. So we're supposed to be running our wire, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check and make sure, because we have our sheet here. My build sheet says, All right, so remove. All right, there we go. We're looking for, here's our picture. Oh, I'm upside down on this one, so it's going to be flipped. We're looking for, really? Fan 2. Looking for fan 2? I thought we had an open board here on one spot. It's another fan. Am I blind? No, that's 2. They want us to put it in here. Wait a minute. Fan 2. Okay. Okay, I see how it wants to go. All right, we're going to be switching this like that. I'm just going to run the wire first. We're not going to, yeah. Let me see if I want to do that. Because somehow this is telling me on our chart that's saying it needs to go into this port here, and this port should have been empty. Now I'm assuming, let me verify something real quick. It's going to run my base all the way down my cable wires, yes. Let me check this real quick if this is only. No, this is a max. You can do that for the max also. I'm just pulling up the pinup board right now of the K1's main board. Because it was supposed to be an open port. Okay. So it looks like back fan. Really? So we're going to run it in parallel with the back fan? Okay. So I guess when the rear is pulling, it's going to just keep, okay. We're going to run it in parallel then. This is going to be more fun than I thought it was. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. So that really wants me to do that. They're really going to run at the same time. Okay. I guess that would make sense if you're getting the airflow going out, you're pushing hot air underneath. I guess that's why I want to run them in parallel. Okay, that's fine. If that's what we're supposed to do, and that's what it's telling me to do, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jeopardize you, Bertha. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. And apparently no one else has any kind of diagrams on this. It's not very detailed. And this is, yeah, I know I'm liable for my own wiring damage here. I'm going to do the header. Yeah, that's it. Fan 2 is going to be for my internal fan. And that is going to be run in parallel. So why is there an empty space? Okay, fine. We're going to have to run this in parallel. I'm doing what it says. Oh. And the glue is back. There's always this doggone glue. When will they learn? I get it. For transportation purposes and everything, you don't want to... Come on out. Just scrape that off. Right off the plastic. Don't touch metal to metal. We've learned that many times over. So now... Come on, baby. I don't want to pull the board piece too. Okay. Oh, you really are glued on there. They got it inside there and everything. Okay. It's coming. There it goes. Come on, just a little bit further. You know what? I'm sitting here doing all this. I have a doggone puller for this. That's why you printed in nylon. He printed it in nylon a long time ago for his whole purpose. Come on, baby. I do not want to have to re-push in pins again. Yeah, it's out and I'm still glued. Oh, all this glue. All of this glue. But hey, it's off, and we're going to have to wire that. All right, so this is going to come off here. And we're going to go ahead and solder the pins this way. And it's good that way. Perfectly fine. All right. So let's see. Yeah, I'm really going to have to pull all this wire through. All right, so we're going to have to run the wire all the way from the bottom of the bed, which, yikes. I might have to pull an Uncle Jesse here. Yeah, we're going to have to go down the bed through the cable wire here. And it's going to come, really? We're going down the heat cable? I'm touching it, loving on my machine. Yeah, that really is. We're going this way. We're coming right out of here. And we're going to run our cable all the way. That's a lot of cable run. I just realized this. We might not have enough cable for this. Dang it. That's a lot of cable run. Hold on. Let's try this. Try feeding this first. You can't see. I have the conduit off back here. There it goes. So that be underneath the bed. Now, let me see if I come all the way up. If our bed was maxed out on the level, it'll be right about there. And that would leave us with the wrap around. We're looking at. All right, so that's right about the length there. So, oh no, we might be okay here. Yeah, with this coming up under. Did I really just go and do what I did? Notice something? It's okay. That's okay. It's not that hard to rewire this through this little conduit. All right, so this is the side we want on the board here. So. Oh, I'm busy today, aren't we? Where are you? I'm just sitting here trying to figure out why my fat finger cannot be found. Oh, there's my fat finger. There it is. All right, so I got it. Got it. I don't got it. I got it. I ain't got it. I got it. There it goes. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Kinda. Sorta. There. This is why it helps to be in shape, so you can actually get your hands past things. And oh my gosh, because I'm definitely not gonna. There it is. Oh, I think I got it. No, I don't. You know what? We're gonna do this the hard way, because this is just taking too long that way. I'm just gonna feed both of these through, because it's easier to find them going through. There they are. Yep. A lot easier. All right. So there's our cable back here. You can't see. Here it is all the way on the top. Here it is on the bottom. So I think we got enough. I think we've got enough cable. All right. So we're going to go ahead and run. Dang it. I really don't. You know what? I'm not unclipping all this. I really should. Something's telling me to go grab the zip ties in the other room. And here we are. So this the more I'm looking at this design, the more I'm thinking about the long-term, yeah, I'm going to have to get this. I'm going to have to get the zip ties. There's no way that's going to stay in place without the zippies. Hold on, let me go get the zip ties. So yeah, always make sure your stuff's secure when you're done with it, or else it takes the chance of it shorting something and... Oh, come on. Where are my zip ties? I just had a giant bag of zip ties in my hand, and now I can't find my zip ties. What are you doing? There's a few of them laying over here. Let's use these for right now. And then oh, you know what? I know where there's zip ties. Underneath where the K-Max was. There they are. Whole bunch of stacked ups. Ta-da! There we go. Zip ties. Hydrate. The wife's over there looking at me, so just ignore. Really? Cheap filament ideas? You're talking about a cheap model to print or a cheap type of filament? Stuck for ideas for... Sorry, I got this thing stuck over here. Filament cheap ideas. No, you're talking about models. Low filament use models. Low filament use models, not filaments, babe. I'm trying to think also. Well, I mean, it also determines whatever your parameters are. So, I mean, the size is going to make a difference. I mean, there's whether you're going to have supports. So you kind of just got to take it with what size you want. What are you trying to print? That's the thing. What did you use on your birch? Let me see. We're gonna clip our wire here. Boop. One zip tie gone. Let's see. Before I put this all the way around. Yeah, they really do want me to just lose that one. Okay. I guess when you're not heating, when you're heating high temp materials, this would act as your filament. Sorry, I'm sidetracked here. Got this thing all in my face. And the wife is staring at me from the side. I'm not worried about you guys, it's her. I gotta work. Yeah, I know you do, babe. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. I've already removed this one. So all we're doing is we're taking off the main fan in the back and switching it out with the cable for right now. Oh, you're leaving? I have to kiss the wife. Excuse me. Love you.
Ew.
Ew, PDA. PDA, ew. That's nasty.
I love you.
Love you too. If you're looking for like a quick print with like no real filament usage, fidgets. Little fidgets that they have out now for dang, you can't find anything since yesterday apparently. Where are they at? They're real cheap to print. They're fun to play with when you're done with them. Dang it, I don't have a small one. I think I left it in the car. Yeah, because I play with it. It's basically this, not this particular print. This one's a big monster one, but they have this in a smaller one that's normal size that you would kind of switch back and forth. They also have the little push button ones, which I could have swore I had a bunch of them, but I give away a lot of prints at work and to friends and family, so half the time I don't know what I have. But yeah, so we plugged in our wire. We're getting sidetracked here. So we plugged in our wire here, and before I put everything in, I want to make sure that the fans work. So I have my wire run. We're not going to close this thing all the way up. We're going to leave the bottom off because we're going to come back and seal this up when we're done and make sure that the fans actually work. So we're going to pull off the bottom plate, move it to the side, and we're going to put it right side up now that we have our wire outside of here. The fun part. All right, so where's my other rubber foot? There it is. There's the rubber foot. These are also made of that flexible PLA. There we go. All right, Bertha. Oh, Bertha, you have one of your feet still. There you go. So we have our wire. Yay, that we can run everything on. Was the most important part. We're technically hooked up to the main board, and everything should be more tedious now. All right. So the goal, we're going to run this cable here underneath the bed. We got it stuck. And we're going to run it along you know what? Let me try putting that Osbach back on, see if it works. Because it wasn't before. That way we can get inside the actual printer instead of you staring at me. I'm not as pretty. I want to print some zip ties in nylon. That would be nice. But no, these are just regular nylon zip ties. But let me see if I can switch this camera over to the other one if it's actually working now. Come on, my baby. I have faith in you. It's working! Oh, no goody. So now I gotta move now I gotta move the K1 closer. All right, let me move this over now. Well, at least now you guys are gonna be able to see it better from the inside on what the hard part is on removing the bed and then putting the wires and the fans all underneath here. We're gonna need these. Do not lose my feet. Where's my little carrier? Normally I have a little 3D printed tray to hold on to my screws. No, I don't want one with holes. This one's good enough. So we don't lose our feet. Don't lose your feet. Now, I would advise, smart person would take this off while we're doing all this. A smart person. I didn't say I was one of those people, but a smart person would remove the door just to be on the safe side so that you don't become the next internet meme for what not to do with your doors. I got my cable wires here, and we're running this under the bed. Under the bed. Oh, shoot. I'm too early. So we're going to remove the bed. This has 4 screws underneath. And you know what? I'm going to be smart today. I don't want to be that guy. So yeah, I am going to unscrew this door just to be on the safe side. That is the last thing I want to do because these doors aren't cheap. And I've seen people do cool stuff with modified doors, but yeah, it's not worth it. Just to be on the safe side. Now let's hope I don't smash the door while I'm taking it off. Let's do 2 down here. Sup? And we're, you know what? I might take another crack at turning on the music because I said it was just chaos. I was ready to go at 1:45 and then something happened and my Ozbot cam's not working. I think this is the webcam. Yeah, the Ozbot and the webcam weren't interfacing correctly, but I might be able to switch the other one on. Oh, yes. There it is, infamy. Don't hit me. All right, I'm going to put this all the way on the other side of the room so there's no chance. We're going to lay it completely flat over here. There we go. Somewhere the cats can't jump up on. We don't take the risk. All right, so now the door is off. I've got my screws set to the side so I don't lose them. And we're going to turn it. You're good because we had issues getting it started up. So I'm going to turn it back on its side again, or on its back. And I'm going to unscrew the 4 screws that are underneath the bed here. Oh, shoot. You know what? I think it might work. Let's try this again. Let's try the other camera because I think I got a light. I think I got a light on it. We have a light on it. It's, yeah, okay, but that's not a good view. That's not going to work out well for you guys to see this part here. So we're just going to use the other one. Dang it. It's okay. Because the other one's portable. Bam. So this is what I'm taking off underneath here. Is these screws, one here and one over here. And the reason why you're supposed to take off the 4 is you don't want to lift this whole thing up and end up bending the screws back here because you do have to get it underneath in order to mount it. And this is going to be fun. All right, let me get these unscrewed. Oh, you guys get to look at the motherboard up close now. Yay! Or you can watch my head. I don't think my head would be more that way. Yeah, get in there. No, they're not being nice today. Good enough. And let's switch that. The chamber fans. The fan that goes underneath the bed that Derek Devil, it's an experiment. It might work, might not. But these are supposed to push the heat from underneath your bed and keep it circulating in the chamber longer to increase the chamber temp without having to put a heater in here. That's the main point. Because this thing does not hold heat very well, being as it takes forever. I won't say it doesn't hold heat. It just takes absolutely forever to heat up all of this area for printing high temps. So I normally let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes with the bed at 110. Is it 110, 105, whichever the max is. Oh, look at that. It's no but important. There we go. Let me get my wrench. A couple different options here. A couple different options for my wrench. For the wrench. And I know, there's no ambiance music, which is absolutely horrible. Let me fix that for you guys. Ah, it's too loud. I don't see it on my mixer. Alright, is the music too loud? Alright. That's the question. Is the music too loud? Because this was my issue earlier. And then everything shut off on me. Yeah, I'm trying to put you to sleep. It's exactly what I'm trying to do. So that when I shock myself, no one sees it happen. Everybody will be half asleep, but you'll still be viewing, technically. And yeah, this is definitely going to throw off the bed alignment. And we're going to have to realign the bed and all that stuff. Dad, don't worry. You don't have to go through that nightmare. That's my drama. My thing is to get this thing installed, get it blowing, and let's see if it actually keeps this chamber hotter like it should. So let's unscrew this thing. Dun, 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 dun. Plus, it has to be, copyright friendly. And I have not gone through and pulled every possible copyright friendly good song. Just kind of picked something that caught my ear for a minute. So, really? This bed's on here tight. No, this thing does not want to play today. Okay. We'll have to do you manually. I got you manual, sir. The electric screwdriver was not strong enough to turn it. There we go. Let's push this up some. You know what? I know you guys don't want to stare at the bottom of boards. So let's try this instead. Or my ashy elbow. One more flip for me. Yeah, now you get to see a mess. There you go. You get to see a giant mess, but you can still see that I'm trying to get these screws undone. There we go. So we're removing 4 screws from the bed to pull the bed out. Oh, there goes the spacer. Yay. This is going to make a lot of work for me. I'm well aware of it. But I feel that the payoff is worth it. So this might not be a mod that everybody would want to do. Because yes, I am going to have to reposition my bed, realign it, do all that stuff. But the payoff will be I'll be able to print much hotter temp materials in here. The claim is you're able to get above 60C in this chamber with just this mod of these fans blowing on your bed. So I don't know how true that is, but it's worth the test. Yeah, that screwdriver is horrible. I really did. I thought it was a nice gift from someone, not the wife. Well, my parents don't watch anyway, so they're way too much older for this. But yeah, it was a gift, so it wasn't the greatest screwdriver I've ever used. Nor is it the worst. But it's pretty bad. All right, so last screw coming off. And the bed is now really wobbly. Come on, baby, don't. That should be fine. My hand tighten. All right. Come on. No. So the problem is you got to hold the screw, the bed. I don't have 3 hands. I don't have 3 hands, and I should have done this with the machine sitting up. Yeah, I really should have done this with the machine sitting up, but that's okay. It's hand loosening now. That's all that matters. So I can hold that. All right. There's 1. There's 2. Oh, come on. You were supposed to be off. So the last one is now acting. It's acting brand new. Why you acting brand new, girl? There it goes. All right. So we have the bed off. Yay. Is that zip tied? I think it's zip tied. Yeah, it's zip tied. I'm coming back in with new zip ties. So this is just to hold the bed onto this little. Oh, I see what that holds too. We're not going to pull that all the way off. It's also for the pressure sensor. So I don't want to completely remove it. You know what? Let me see if I can move this over here. And get this a little closer. There we go. So you see I have the bed off. It's just off from the frame itself. The wires are still connected, and I want to keep it that way. And you're going to run... Oh, that's right. I have to wire these in parallel. Dang it! What was that? Your description is still from the Cobra unboxing, by the way. Oh, dang it. Oh, well. I can't. This one's not the important one. This one's just to see exactly how much failure I had with the live stream while I'm still actually fixing this thing. Because this is somehow gonna mount. Maybe I should read the instructions. Do we read the instructions or do we run with it? You always run with it. All right, so this is gonna go onto. Oh, okay. Really? That's all it's going to be holding this whole thing together, huh? Okay. I don't know what to say. Yeah. We can do that. we can do that. So I'm going to have to run these in parallel first, obviously. And then this cable is going to have to go underneath here, underneath the bed itself. Okay, we can do this. This is not a difficult task at all, and I might not even need all of this doggone cable in the first place. So we might be pretty good. So we're gonna take these, line them up, make sure that I got the cables set to where I want them. And after that, then we'll worry about the screws going into them. So I want it right about in the middle here. And you know what? They're right about the same length. So yeah, that's about where I want it anyway. Yeah, that's fine. So this is a perfect angle to splice them at. All right. We're going to move this back over here. Where's our rubber feet? My rubber feet. There you go. The last thing I want is a scratch on this glass. Oh, the back's plastic. My bad. We're good. All right. So now comes the part that everyone loves and everyone has their own way of doing it. We're going to go ahead and wire this puppy up. Oh, let's come down. We don't have to be up that high now. Yay. All right. So I'm going to run these in parallel, which basically means run them into a Y. So I'm going to take both the reds to red to red, and then the black to blacks to the black. And as you see, I already stole the connector off of that. So I was fine with the distance. So maybe about, oops, the angle like this. So that would be right about there. Gives me good leverage. So I'm going to cut right here. I don't measure twice, I cut twice, and then think about it later and why I messed up. I'll hold that connector because you always need one. Now, some people use a solder, some people use crimpers, connectors, however you want to do it. We are working on a Discord. I'm still setting that up. I'm an old man, so being old, Discord is new to me. I am as we used to say, I'm an AIM guy. I used to be on AOL a long time ago. MySpace, I could make my own stuff. But yeah, we are working on a Discord. We should have one out very soon. I have somebody helping and assisting me setting that up and teaching me how the heck that whole thing works. All right, so I've got my blacks here. Gonna put these together, and I like to burn my edge and pull. Some people will have an actual wire cutter, but I'll heat these all the way up till they're nice and soft and yank and pull. And now I have my cables exposed. So much easier for me. That's my way. You can do it your way. And same thing here. Fire it up. If you're under the age of 18, don't do this. Make sure you're using crimpers and cables and the right thing. All right, so now I have these all off. I'm going to add in my heat shrink because I like to cover my cables. It's one thing I do like to do. Make sure that I don't have any shorts down the road. And let's see. So this one I'm going to need one main cover that's going to cover the junction, the Y junction on both of these. And then I'm also going to need one for, again, this is my way. You can do it your way if you like it your way. I don't have different color-coded ones. I just have them by size. I'm a cheapskate when it comes to these because I'm the one who's going to be wiring them. So first wire I want is the bigger one. I'm going to go with probably this black will work for us, this bigger black. And I'm going to run these cables right through. Come on, baby. Trying not to mess up everything I just did and just slide them down. This is going to be more of a cover once everything's in place. And then I'm going to run smaller black one. Since I don't have a black and red, they're just going to be the same color. You should do these in different colors, one black, one red, so that you can determine which one's which. But again, I'm wiring these, so I'll know which one's which. Hopefully. And let's see. Slide that on. Get in there. A little bit of cables off there. There we go. Get in there. Small. Very small. Come on, wiggly fingers. Got a little fray that keeps getting caught when I'm trying to put this in. So I'm going to go ahead and twist it a little early. Come on, you. in there. There it goes. Got it. Yay! Finally. All right, so I got the red, I got the blacks, and I'm gonna want to now get my other side here. Like I said, it's an old wire. It's been crimped before, but this one's already been soldered many times. Yeah. Gotta do it quick, and yes, it does a little hot on the fingers. But works great. Works great. There's doggone phone calls. Yeah, it's the middle of the day, and I'm not at work today, so I get nothing but phone calls from a lot of people. That I don't want to talk to. All right, so we've got our black and our black and our black. Yeah, we go. All of our blacks are going together. So, going to twist them all up. Again, there's better ways to do this. This is the way I've done it since I've been doing it, and I don't have shorts. Except for when the company says put it right there on the main power. I'm not going anywhere outside until late this evening. Late this evening. All right, so I've got my blacks to black run, and now I need to do my red to reds. Get all of those all crimped together. And a nice little Y. Now comes the fun part. Trying to get this to be the correct size. Tight as can be. I like to snip off just the last bit to make sure it's tight. I don't have any frays. And the same thing with this. As tight as you can get it. And then snip off the last little bit of fray. So you have a nice clean piece at the end there. So now I'm going to form my Y joint. This is always the fun part. And try to push my wire. Hopefully I had a big enough one. And of course not. Don't think that black one was big enough. It's alright. We still... Come on. Might be able to force this through. Because this black one was definitely not the right width. I needed one more up from this. But if I can feed it through without destroying my crimp, I'm good. Otherwise, I'm going to have to re-crimp it again with a bigger one. I am not leaving this uncovered. Not a Y joint. Nope. Yeah. Rather than do all that, I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to. It's going to take forever. Let's yank guys off. Okay. So we need the bigger one, which is the yellow one. Yay! So I need 2 yellows, which will give us more space to get that Y joint made up. And there is 2. So I got my red with my red. Let's try this again. Make sure I don't have any issue. This might need more. Nah, we're good. So I got my red. Get out of the way, Blackie. Get out of the way, Black Cable. There it is. Cable getting away. There we go. So all three. All them taut. Spinner. Hopefully I don't have to cut too much off the end for the fray, because these are shorter than I wanted them to be. But it's okay. Make it work. That one's on. Let's see. Can I get her? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, there we go. Nice little wide joint. I can tighten that down once I get all of the black wires together now. It should be good. You get out of the way now. Oh, good. These came off smooth. Put my yellow on there, right? No, I didn't put the yellow on there. Where's it at? Guys almost let me make the mistake of not putting the yellow on. It's okay, I forgive you guys. There we go. Would you believe I used to wire houses? What was that? That's why I laugh sometimes when I see people. I wired houses for about 6 months. And I said, that's not for me. But if you can build a computer, if you can wire anything up, hey, should be. All right, I think we're good here. We're going to feed our yellow. Come on. Oh, you didn't want to crimp tight. Yeah, I think we got you in there. No. No. Yeah, that was 30 years ago almost. Oh, what was that? 25 years ago. Nope. I did not do any major electrical work for people. I did side jobs with a company that did electrical work. So I wouldn't call it an apprenticeship when they pay you, but yeah, this wasn't for me. Don't get me wrong, I like electrical work, but I'm not good at it. Alright, so only good thing is if I can do it, you guys can do it, because I am not great. I can't even save my Neptune's print head because the solder. I don't know how to solder very well. But some of you guys have already said I should go ahead and give it a try. Worst case scenario is I mess it up. It's not like it's not usable right now until it's fixed, so it's not like I can hurt it any worse. Yeah, right. Yeah, my house is definitely not older than me. I think this one was built in '93. So I'm older than this house. This house did not exist before me. Uh, it was woods. Just a whole bunch of woods in this area. Now it's thousands of homes. Just amazing. I think we're good on our Y joint. Stay put. Just stay put in there. Come on, don't. Why are you the only one that wants to pull? Only one with a little freaking edge on you. Come on, I'll roll right around you. I'm not afraid of you, Wire. We've been here before. Come on. I think we're good. Are we fully covered? Yeah, a little bit more would be happier. Alright, now I'm happier. Alright. So, yeah, those are... Make sure I have those in parallel. Yeah, black to black, red to red. Yeah, we're good. Looks ugly, but hey, it works. And let's heat them up to shrink them up. Heat shrink. And the last cable to protect them all. Oh, no. Did I do that too? Come on. I think I got it. Oh no, you're just too small. You can make it. You can make it. If I spin you, you can cover them up. There you go. Not very pretty, but you're working. Putting a lot of tension on these wires. It doesn't need to be, but once this thing is in, it's in. I ain't going back. Alright, that's close enough. I don't want to take the chance of uncrimping all of this, and my work is done. That's close enough. It's good enough Y. Good enough Y joint. We're good. We've run that. Something tells me I need to turn this machine on just to verify that my wiring is good. Hold on, let's get a cable. Oh, wait. I might have a cable over here. I do have a cable over here. Will it reach? Oh, come on. It reaches. All right. So we're either going to have a giant fire. This is where the fun comes in. Bed is just unscrewed, so we don't need to worry about that electrically. Only thing unplugged is our cable, is our fan that we've unplugged. You guys just want to see if the fire happens. Yeah, we're going to see if the fire happens. So we're going to switch the camera angle for you, so you guys can actually see if this thing goes foof. We're going to lean it just off the edge here so I can plug it in. I do not want it. All right, I made sure it was off before we plugged it in. Fingers crossed. So I'll make sure the bed doesn't do nothing stupid. Put it closer to where it needs to be. All right, we got cable light, we got light on. We've got the Creality logo coming up. Here we go. Got Guppy screen waiting for authentication. Come on, Guppy. Now, there we go. Okay. So we're going to turn on, hopefully, these fans. Hopefully these fans should now work. Ladies and gentlemen, we have working fans. And just to prove it, I don't have any sheets of paper. Look at this. Yeah, I have this nice little sheet of paper. There we go. You're fans. It's all right. It's all right. I know you don't like laying on your own wire. All right. So we have fans. So we are all set up. We've got them wired in correctly. Yes. One thing went right today. That's great. So now we're going to have to wire these underneath the bed, which is perfectly fine. That's why I wanted to run the wire first. And I'm going to have to unscrew. Before we do anything, let's shut off the printer. I don't want to accidentally short something. All right, so fans are blowing. Fans are blowing. So now, I guess we lose the rear fan, the back fan, unless I run that in parallel. But technically, again, I don't think I need to if these are blowing technically towards the back of the printer anyway. They're going to be under the bed, pushing hot air across the bottom of the bed, all through the chamber, and trying to push it out the back. That's my logic. I'm probably wrong as can be, but that's what they said it's supposed to do, and I'm willing to give it a chance. Because if I can get this puppy to print nylon successfully without it curling up on me, that's a win for me. That opens up some potential. All right, so let's see. I'm going to have to... What's the best angle to get you guys in here? I might have to just lean this thing on a 45 just so you can see in here. Hold on. What do I have for the... What could possibly... I don't have anything that could give me a hand at holding this thing up, I don't think. Yeah. Let me see. Will you hold me up, sir? Oh, I think you will. See? Will this 3D printed hand hold up this K1 Max? The answer is yes, but it needs something to stop it from sliding. I guess you guys can see from there. Okay, I guess you guys can see that from there without... Let me slide it up some. Well, we know the fans are working, so I'm just going to tuck these puppies down here where all the screws have slid to. And we're going to move our magical hand. Oh, it likes that better. Now it's on the rubber, so now, yes, our hand is giving us a hand. So now it's not sliding. Plastic don't like metal. All right, so I think we're good in there. So we're going to be actually mounting into these pressure plates here. And I need to remove... Let me make sure I have my wiring set up correctly before I do anything. Because this is going to go up under the bed. Let's remove this. Remember, this is still hooked in. So I want to be careful not to pull on anything. Stay. Stay. Okay. It said no. Alright, so we're in there. So now the goal is to put these... I do have way too much wire. Way too much wire. I'm all sitting here wondering, do I have enough? I got way too much wire here. All right, let's see if I can maybe fold it in the crimp. So this is the conduit that covers up my wires. Don't you even think about it, Herschel. Yeah. Let's get in here. Getting in here. So if I get this to run all the way along. All right, so I'm going to put these in first and then start worrying about cable management. So if it's running along the conduit, then along the wire for the heated bed, and then all the way around. Okay, that's not too much. I mean, maybe a little bit, but it's okay. We'll make it work. If I gotta crimp it in the middle, I gotta crimp it in the middle. But we know it works. So we're coming down in size to the 2.0. Wait. Oh, they're both on the bed. Herschel's over here to the side just watching, going, "What are you doing, Daddy?" All right, so we're moving. Whoop. These are important screws for me. I do not want to lose these. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. There we go. All right, so I got the two screws out. One's left side, one's right side. And this should be my left side. So this is my right side. I could have swore they had an L and an R on them. I can't remember. But this is the right way anyway. I'm 99.9% sure this is the right way. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, these are going to mount right on here. Yeah, they look like they're going to fit well. Hopefully I got a long enough screw. Can I reuse these screws? That's the question. Or do I have to go pull some more screws? And it does not look very promising to be using these screws, but let's see. That's pushing it. That's pushing it. Yeah, this hand, I knew it was going to come in handy. I printed some regular size ones a long time ago. Not that same design, but I wanted to see if I would ever use them. Never really did. They just kind of sat around and helped benchies and stuff. But now, come on, get in there. I wonder, you know what? I might have to get a longer screw. I'm just looking at these now. Because even though it's going to go in the top, it's not going to mount into the bottom. Nah. Yeah, these screws are going to be short now. It's okay. I've got plenty. Just use that one to kind of, yeah, it just barely goes in. So it calls for a, let's see. What is this calling for? A M312. And I need how many of these? Oh, okay. Is that all I need? No way. Just 4? So I need 4 M312s. Hold on. Let me go grab 4 M312s out of my stack of screws forever. Oh. M4s. M3s. There we go. Always got M3s. Who doesn't like M3s? M312s. Ah! What moved? Oh, the bed moved. M312. Where's my 12s? 12s. Oh, those are substantially larger. So yeah, we're going from this little baby to this thing. Okay. We've got this. Let's line this up. Make sure I got this before I screw all this down. Always want to double check. Yep. Fans to the far sides. So the fans are on the far sides. So that's correct. This one goes right. All right, where's my screws? And it's you. Let's dang it. Wrong angle. I got it. That'd be cool. What prop though? What are you gonna make? Because I held on to my empty spools forever. And then I finally gave up one day and gave in and took them to the dump. Is that going in? It looks like it's going in. Am I all the way in? Yeah, there we go. Oh, that does take a while. There it goes, just popping out now. And I'm just leveling out. There it is. And this is angled right. Oh, yeah. So it's right on the rim here. So it's nice and flush with it. So that should, I can see, I get the point of it. So when this heated bed heats up, this just blows straight across the heated bed and just keeps the chamber temps hot. Which is awesome. That's what the goal of this is. And when I tell you this literally just clears, I'm afraid. Hold on, now I gotta get the glass. There better be some room in between this and the glass. Alright, so that's mounted. Let me get the glass because I am not putting all these on in it. I mean, it feels like there's just enough room for the glass. I'm gonna be mad. That's the top glass. What am I doing? Need the back glass face. All right, come on. I just want you to fit. Baby. Please fit with no touchy. No touchy. No touchy. I can prove no touchy. We're gonna use that same thing. Look at no touchy. No touchy. No touchy. I get through no touchy. Wait, that's a little thick. Hold on. When I say it's no touchy, just barely. Hold on. Where's the? Oh. Oh, there you go. Social Security. That's what you're looking for. And they look for you. Yeah, no touchy, see? Just barely no touchy. So since a no touchy, we're going to use this. Yeah, we're going to use this. That is tight. Like really close. Not hugely happy about that, but hey, I'll take it. Let's pull this back off before. Oh, you're going to go all the way over here. Again, away from everything. I do not need you breaking. And coming through. Get back. All right, so now I need to mount the other one on the other side. Over here. And This one, same thing. It's gonna mount right here. Okay. Let's do this thing. How in the world? This thing scares me. That is really close, but I mean, it's not touching, so I can't get mad. It's just, it's core XY, so it shouldn't move that much. There shouldn't be any kind of shimmy. And back to remove these. Remove it. What do I do with them? I hate to say it, if it's cardboard, I just rip them in half or just rip them into shreds and then put them in the regular trash for recycling for paper. If it's plastic, I used to have a pole. I would just keep piling them up until I got to about, I think it was 25 rolls. And then I just go and dump them at the dump. But in the recycling section. But cardboard, yeah, those puppies go right in the recycling for paper. All right, so I want to hold on to these. And yeah, this mod kind of made me nervous just because I didn't quite understand it. And after I researched it a little bit, and this is the same designer that did the linear rails, the original linear rails for the SE. I know Need It Make It also did the linear rails, but he did a whole system for the SE. This Darrel's been working on parts for the K1 for a while, and the SE as well. Henlore is another one that makes some really good mods for the K1, some upgraded parts and ideas. You got CAD models and everything for the K1. And all different components to the K1. Oh, the hand gave up. It slid. It slid. No. Oh, here, we'll use the base on it. That's all right. You kind of figure out. I'm doing the same thing as I did on the other one. Yeah, that thing needs some rubber on the bottom. It holds. It just slid. That's all it was. It held in place. It didn't give up. It just slid. Okay. Now, right, it just had it. It fell on the floor. That's where my screwdriver went. Okay. It's in. Now let's, dang it, of course it'd be in with the wrong dog. God, come on, metric. Reach for it. Reach for the sky. There it goes. All right, I got it in. And it's going in to the sensor brackets. Yeah. So if this works really well, I will probably do the same thing to the other two K1s. Since this one's the max. And I do plan on switching out the original K1's extruder gears. I've been noticing a little bit of problems with them, which everybody was complaining about at the beginning. I'm now getting it almost a year later. So I'm going to upgrade it to the new gears, the hardened gears with that new internal springs. But I think we're good. I think we've got everything in. And before I put the bed back in place, before I do anything, I'm going to make sure that it still runs. In case I accidentally crimp the wire, pull the wire somewhere. Because the last thing you want to do is get this thing all the way set back up. And then it doesn't work and I got to pull the whole thing apart again. Well, not for you guys. That'd be a pain for me, though. Okay. All right, plugging her back in. Powering on. Come on, baby. Be daddy's friend. Reloading. We're on the load up screen. Still looks good. I don't know why Creality made these little. This is it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's six little LEDs. 6 LEDs is supposed to light this whole thing. Yeah, that's gonna get changed one of these days. It's a minor thing. And is Guppy initialized? There we go. All right, we're checking out the fans. Do we have a fan? We should. Yep. Oh yeah, we got good airflow underneath here too. Yeah, it feels like a good consistent airstream. So these are good. They are installed in there. Now I just got to do the cable management underneath. Let's see how I want to do that. Probably some heat tape underneath here just to hold it in. Some call it Capcom tape, just to hold this in place, and then we'll run the wire along the loom so that it stays with the bed the whole entire way through. All right, so turning her back off. Love it. We've got blower fans underneath the bed now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put the bed back in place, which I'm sure will not be in alignment now since I've completely removed all the screws and putting it back in together. Oh, you know what? Before I put the bed, let me run these wires. Make sure I run all of this wire along the loom. Now I could get really, really, really picky and run it through the cable, the cable mesh that holds everything, but I'm not doing all of that. We're just trying to put the wire through, and we've got plenty of zip ties, and I'm the one who has to look at this machine, so yeah, I'm fine with having extra zip ties. I'm fine with that. Now let's try to get rid of some of this extra play and put it behind the scenes. All right, so now we'll keep it with the loom. Oh, I might be able to bring you guys over here. Let's see. Okay. So you can see what I'm doing in here. There we go. I can barely read. I don't have my glasses. And ooh, what is this? Oh, it's just filament. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? So I got one spacer. I gotta find 3 more. Where'd all my hardware go? There's one. Another spacer. Oh, the other one. Oh, really? Behind the motor? Dang it. So the spacer slid. These cool little spacers. We got to get all 4 of them out of there. And I need 4 nuts from out of here too. We got 2. That makes 3. All right, so I got 3 nuts. 3 spacers are missing. There's the other spacer. Come here, you. Oh, here's one of the bed screws. Hold on, I'm gonna lean this. Almost had a moment there. That wouldn't have been good. Going in left-handed since I can reach down further. Oh, I got 2 screws here. 1, 2. All right, cool. Those go in the bed. Aha. Yeah, these are the bed screws. Yay. I got still missing 1 spacer. And I know it's safe because it's in here somewhere. Oh, I felt it. I felt it, and then it went shooting somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's tucked behind the stepper motor. Let me go grab it. Where's the screwdriver? Yeah, I kind of changed our computer over because our RAM, we were only running on 8 gigabytes, and the new laptop we have has 32. Drastic difference in slicing times. So I remember waiting almost a half hour for one slice. And there it is. There's our last spacer. So now we're only missing one washer, one screwdriver, or one. Yeah, we're just missing one nut, one lug nut. And I'll bet you if I shake this thing, it'll pop out. Oh, come on, bed. But since we're just waiting on that, let me put everything else back together and then go find that last one. So I put my spacer there and a spacer down here. No, don't push the screw through. Okay. And then another spacer right here. There you go. And one more on the bottom here. I'll reach underneath and do it easier. Yep. Don't push the screw out. There it is. Okay. So now all of my screws have spacers on them. Just lining them up and trying to start them so they can, so I can hold this bed in place. You stay right there. Don't you move. I see you, little buddy. There you go. Okay. You can't reach anything. No. Where's my screwdriver? Doing feeling. I can't see or feel. There's the screwdriver. Okay. I got you. I found you. I just need to get one of you in. If I can get one of you in, we're good. Okay, there's one. I need just the washer to hold you in place. So, come on, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. I have faith in you. There it is. I just need one. Yes, we will have a Discord. Give us like a week. Again, like I said earlier, somebody's setting it up for me. Because I'm too old to know everything, especially when it comes to that kind of stuff. Oh, good. We're in. We're online. Dang it! And of course, the spacer falls out. Thought you were my friend, spacer. Yeah, it'll be posted once it's up. I've done some test stuff with it. It's technically working, but it's an atrocious nightmare of a design right now. So, trying to make it better. This has the spacer, right? Yep, there's the spacer in there, so that can be screwed in. Oh yeah, we're in the home stretch here. The home stretch. No, it's horrible. It's a horrible Discord right now. It looks atrocious. It still has like all of the sample stuff on it. Because when my buddy and me were working on it, he was like, yeah, you want this? And then he got called away for a minute. And we have not gone back to it. But it's funny. Somebody said, you really need to have one. I'm like, okay, why? And apparently everybody likes it as a meetup spot, apparently. A place to shoot the Nerf if you want. I think that's hilarious. Because oh, come on. Oh, you were right there. Yeah, this little spacer fell out and it's causing a nightmare. Oh. Yeah, come on. Come on. It's getting in there. got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. I'm not taking all these out for one spacer. Not for one spacer. Oh, the struggle is real. Oh, fat finger, Freddy. I can't get my fingers in there. All right, let's get this. We got this. You've got this, Dave. Repeat to yourself. You can do this. The mantra works. Here we go. Let's get it in there. Let's get it in there. Come on. That's 2 spacers now missing. Great. If you love me, Mr. Spacer, you'll just go right into the screw. Right there. There's the screw. Now you just go. Don't fall. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on. All the heck with it. I'm taking a bit off. Try to do this the easy way. I'm getting all hot in here. And that's not going to work. Because I need it to seed correctly. That's all Daddy needs. Daddy just needs it to seed. Okay. Got 1 spacer. 1 spacer? Right, 1 spacer. And 1 screw in my mouth. That's even better. Oh, come on. Okay, so this spacer needs to go down here. This one here. Okay. Let's get the bottom ones in first. Why is there this on my... I don't know what's playing. I have no idea what the hell this is playing. I did not pick this song. Nobody yell at me for it. Alright. Wait, where the hell did it go? There it is. Okay, there is my bracket. Alright, so we got the bottom one. Yes! Thank goodness. Alright, so we got the spacer in. Yeah. Whew. Get in there. Get the hell in there. Ah. There we go. Alright. And the last screw going in now. Yes, Miss Betty. It's the Betty. Did I get it? Oh, I got it. Yes, there it was. That was a panic. Sorry. Went silent because I was super focused not to drop anything. Oh, but now I don't know where they are. It's even better. I just dropped them. They're in here somewhere. But everything is secure enough that I can technically just turn everything up. So let's do that now. I'll turn it up. Turning it up. upside down. Okay. Here we go. I heard no bumpities. Oh, come on. Where's that last one? I know you're in there somewhere. I know you're in here somewhere, mister. Where's the lugger wrench? I needed you. Ah, that's not good because I'm going to have to go find another doggone nut somewhere. These nuts are crazy. All right, so it's technically there. It's installed. And I just need to find where I put my nuts. I'm missing my nuts. I'm missing two lug nuts. After all of that, how am I missing 2 lug nuts? Come on now. This shouldn't be this hard. No, I have all of those. It's all for the bottom of the bed. Fork of Prussia. Always a fork of Prussia. I'm definitely for Orca, I'll be honest with you. Orca would be my fave. But how am I missing these? This is upsetting me. That this should be a simple... Boop, boop. Where's my rage? I'm about to start raging. Rage against the dying of the light. Yep, I might have to just grab some new ones. Didn't want to have to do that, but that's okay. The bed is in. It's just missing some lug bolts, that's all. So that one's on. So just missing the 2 front ones. And that's fine, we can get those. Sounds like the news. Do news. Some news coming. Yeah, I have no idea what the heck I did with the lug bolt. They were right here. Are they underneath the bed? Let's see. No. Not on the floor. You gotta be kidding me. Oh. I'm pretty sure I have another screw somewhere. Worst part is I know I'm gonna put this whole thing back together, and then I'm gonna find these 2 doggone lug bolts, and it's going to drive me absolutely bonkers. Oh well. Oh well. Let me tighten the original ones down, so that way I know they're in at least. Stay. If this literally starts up and I don't have to do any extra bed leveling and all this other nonsense, I will be shocked. I will be absolutely shocked. So that's going on. Yeah, that's like me. On my laptop, we have every single slicer. I even have Anchor make slicer. I don't even use the doggone thing anymore. But I keep them all updated just in case I ever need them. It's one of those, I'd rather have it when I need it than have to download it, reconfigure it, and update it. Just stay current. Where is this? I'm not giving up. Not giving up on this one screw that's missing. This one little... How does it go missing from here? Did I stick it in the other screws? No. No, I did not. Those are locking washers too, or locking nuts. So I really do need those. Let's see, I might have some. If not here, then in the spare bucket. No, those aren't self-locking. Oh, I got a couple self-locking in here. Probably too big, but we'll see. Maybe not. Let's see. Oh, these fit. Yes, they fit. All right, let me see. Is it? Yeah, Orcas does real well with the Neptune profiles. Problem is, if you get a good Neptune or don't get a good Neptune, that's the catch. Wait, why is that so? Ah, I got one that fits and one that doesn't. Dang it. Well, at least down one screw issue. Well, that one might work. A little smaller. I don't think so. Nope. That's not gonna work. I have just one that fits. That's weird. Yeah, it's crazy. My Plus was not very good out the box. I was not happy with it. But after I did the firmware update and everything, it's been running great. The problem is it eats through so much filament with these bigger prints. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I don't need that big print. Let's skip it this time. And I can utilize one of the smaller ones. Oh, man, this really is upset. I got one that fits and one that does not. That's upsetting. Dang it. I'm missing one of these. I just need one of these that's the right size. And this thing is all buckled up. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I think everybody that got theirs, they tinkered with it, and then they got so tired of it that they started selling them in mass. And they got really low priced. Everybody was getting the used ones, the fixer uppers that didn't actually need fixing up. They just needed somebody who knew what they were doing with them to make them work. That's the catch. That's the case with a lot of these printers out there. A lot of people are like, that's the worst printer ever. I'm like, it just needs some work. And if you work on it, you can figure it out. Why do I have all these extra sync cables for no reason? All right, let's see. I know I have to have one of these screws. It's one. We just need one. And this thing is all finished. Dang it. Where do I have? Let me see if I have one over here. Because this will be, and then I can run a test print and we should be good to go. This thing should be good. I can heat up the chamber and see if it actually gets above 70 like they say it does, or above 60. But we'll see. We will see, because I know I have a big old box of nonsense. There's the bad. Just need that one screw. I'm not running this bed with one missing screw. Come on. You gotta have it. Alright. The bag of nonsense. There's gotta be one in the bag of nonsense. The bag of nonsense. Oh, a YouTuber I may know. Oh, who could it be? I know about 4 or 5 of them personally, and then a couple of them just through Just meeting and greets, not personal. Wouldn't tell you much about them. So. Let's see. Is this one? Please let this be the one. Oh, no, you're too big also, aren't you? Yep, you're too big also. Dang it. What size am I looking for anyway? What size? Where's my measure? Where's the measurer? I don't have my measuring. I don't have the measuring tool. Greg. Greg gave you one? Can't be Greg. Greg's a Creality man. Through and through. From 3D Rundown, that's what I'm thinking. So you either got that or Mandic. Because Mandic doesn't live in Philly anymore. So maybe that's the trick. So I'm guessing it's Mandic. But again, Mandic don't live in Philly no more. He went across the country. Everybody seems to be abandoning the East Coast while I stay strong. Yeah, I thought so. See, that's a trick one. That's a trick question there, yeah. Yeah, Mandic's a really cool dude. Really cool dude. So. Let's see. I think I found what might work. It's not a locker, but it might still work just to get me by till I find it, and I know I'll find it. I just know it. I'm going to find this stupid thing, and I'll be so mad. I don't have any flush mount other screws, though. Everything's a round top, or else I just switched to a different one. Shoot. This is upsetting me. Very upsetting. Aha, yeah. I'm staying here because the house is bought and paid for, and I don't have any bills other than car and regular stuff. So, yeah, that's why I'm not moving. It would be like starting all over again for me. And I don't need that right now. I'm good. I think we're good. I have to deal with the wife's nonsense. That's about it. But married life is always fun. Let's see. Oh, come on. Just one. I just need one. Oh, thank you. There it is. It ain't a locker, but it'll fit. All right. So I finally got one. Yes. Button this thing up. There it is. There it goes. Yep. That's what I needed. That's what we needed. Herschel, you here to watch us sit here and try to not burn the house down? Yeah, there we go. So now this one I can do the same thing. Where's my... No, Herschel, looking for... Oh, I'm sitting everything on top of it. I'm making a mess today, but it's okay. It was worse than this yesterday. Ugh. And I'm pretty sure the power supplies are fully charged up now. All right, there we go. We got that in. And the one jury rig screw, there, that one's in. So I think we're good. I think we're in. We got bed in. We got this done. I'm sure that my bed level will be way off, but I'm going to, before I put the bottom on, before I do the cables and everything, we're going to actually just run this puppy just to make sure that we can get this up to temp. That's the main goal, is to push this thing up. And I'm going to leave it right there, so I'm not crushing anything that's still exposed underneath. Plugging her in. Herschel, do not get on there and cook. Herschel, get off the enclosure, please, buddy. Yeah, there's a cat on top of my enclosure. And he climbed the whole thing with his claws. Oh, God. I'm sure there's holes in there now, isn't it, bud? We're going to have problems later, buddy. Me and you. Me and you. There's no treats tonight, Hirsch. Stormy will get treats. Good night. Everybody and their mother. No, call the other boss. I'm not in charge today. Not in charge. Leave me alone. I wish to have fun today. No business. Alright, so we're plugging her in. Oh, I need the... duh. I'm not going to worry about the extra stuff. We're just going to enclose this puppy and see if it gets as hot as I think it will. Let's screw on the front door. Let's see how this works. Ah, dang it, I broke my little piece. That's all right. What just fell? Something just fell. Let it be that screw, and I'll be so mad that it popped out of nowhere. What was that? What the heck was it? Ah, that's the actual door mount. Yeah, you can't push on it that hard. I forgot. So now, I'm gonna remount the door. Door screws. Door screws. I have faith in this. My first print, of course, was a benchy. I'm lame. It was literally a benchy. First print was a benchy. Second print was a dragon with no supports, because I had no clue that it needed supports. For some reason, just thought it would print midair. Just to really, I think I still have it. It was only about like maybe yay big. It was so small. I was so afraid of it. Oh, but it was in silk. Both of my first two prints were in silk. So I can always say I started with silk, not knowing. I just went for the prettiest color I found. And it was an Amelin tricolor. I believe it was a blue. Was it blue, red, green? RGB. Red, green, blue. Sorry. But yeah, it was a beautiful color. Those wings were horrible. And his belly was horrible. The feet looked good, though. Those first few feet was pretty awesome. First printer? First printer was the Neo. An Ender 3 Neo. Not a Neo V2, a Neo. So it was still in the Ender, the original Ender line. Before they started making changes to put things on there that people wanted. And I love my Neo. I constantly upgrade my Neo. That's the problem with why the Neo is never on the channel. Is I'm always upgrading it, always changing it, going, "Ooh, this will be cool," or "This will be cool on it." The Neo probably has, I think it's a tie between the Neo and the SE, between who has the most amount of money and upgrades in her, just for no reason. The SE, I love my SE, the Diablo, but it was kind of overkill. I could have got we have a KE, but I could have just got a KE and done about half of the stuff that I had to do. All right. We're buttoned up. I'm not worried about the wires. We're worried about does this thing actually heat up. So I'm pumping it on. Let's get some temps. Let's get some baseline temps. While I'm doing that, I'll put the bag of mess back together. Make sure I'm not putting any of this stuff in there. Our bag of mess. All right. And yeah, we're running the Guppy screen on this one. So, love the Guppy screen. Yeah, I think the SE. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rack load. Yeah, my Neo actually came not that bad. I mean, I was still a rookie with it, and I kind of learned a lot. That's why I think that's one of the main reasons why I recommend the Ender lineup for those people who want to learn instead of just printing, because you do have to tweak them, you do have to play with them, and once in a while you get a good one and you won't. But if you tweak it and make it your own, oh my man, it's amazing, just amazing. Oops, caps. Oh, you're good. You're good. I am from the genre where all caps didn't mean screaming. I had to learn that the hard way because I used to do it to kind of enunciate what I was saying, and people say, "Why are you always yelling?" I'm like, "I'm not yelling. I'm just trying to put my point across." He says, "No, all caps is yelling." So I try not to use all caps, but sometimes it's a habit. Did we turn it on? Yeah, we turned it on. All right, so right now we got a chamber temp of 23C with a bed temp of 23C. Everything's running right around 23C. So to make it realistic, we're gonna throw a bed in there, and so I don't mess up my baby, my nice shiny. We're gonna put the shiny side up and the PEI side down, just so I don't kill my board. And there we go. Technically, it's supposed to be able to get to 100 with this bed. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start it off. As we'll see, we're running it. It's coming. Oh, come on. Focus. 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 No, it doesn't want to focus for me. All right, so it's 24 and 23. It's 23. It's hard to see. Ooh, that rhymed. Didn't mean to do that on purpose. 23. The temps, we're going to go ahead and rock with it. I'm going to go ahead and throw this bed to as high as it'll go. And we'll just put 115 and see if it goes. It'll try. We're going to let that heat up and see what happens. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Let's see if this chamber temp gets up. See if it gets to the temp I need it to. The bed's huge, so it's going to take a while. I have too many monitors and not enough space. One of these days, I'm going to put the 32-inch on the wall so that we can have a bigger monitor. But most of the stuff I run off of the laptop, sadly. It's just easier. Oh, Lordy. Hola, wife. ¿Cómo estás, wife? We're heating up the bed, wife. Yeah, I have too many printers to set up monitors. Way too many monitors. Herschel, you need to come off the top of that enclosure, man. You really do. You're making me nervous. If you fall through on the printer, I'm going to be upset. Herschel. Oh my God, I can't have him do that. Come on, chamber. Let's see. I don't want to. Well, maybe I do want to turn on the fan for the back fan then. Yeah, there they go. They're on. They're definitely on. Chamber temps at 24. Let's see what we can get to. See what we can get to. I stole this room from the wife. This used to be the wife's den, and she said that I could have it. for more space. Right, my love, who's watching, who likes to stare at what I'm doing? Hydrate. Ooh, chamber temp 26. That doesn't mean anything. I think this thing normally will sit at 43-ish. I normally have it around 43, 45 when it gets to temp inside of the chamber after letting it sit for a while. So we're going to see if this works. It's blowing. It's heating the fans. And Herschel, I'm about to pull you off of this enclosure. Get off the enclosure, buddy. Thank you. All righty. Oh, yeah. Prices of everything have gone through the roof. It is the way of the world. Inflation. Good old inflation. Ooh, so we got bed temp of 89 and chamber temp of 28 now. Again, that's still residual. So I'm not seeing anything. This is basically proof of concept for me. If this works, like I said, we'll be putting it on the rest of them. But right now, it's just doing that. That's right, babe. I'm just excited. So's that guy that makes. Just excited. That's all. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I have to make the wife a moderator. She'll kill me if she knows. Why does he have a button and I don't have a button? There it is. There it is. So, you have a moderator button on yours. So if people get out of hand in the chat, you can kick them out and all that stuff. That's all. She does not have that because she jumps on and off. That's all. My question is, why is she watching the stream while at work? You're supposed to be on your job, wifey. Herschel? Oh, I give up. Herschel. Me neither. I have no idea. It was like, who do you trust to kick people off? I got a couple people I know who watch the streams and know when somebody gets rowdy, and they don't really need to because half time nobody's rowdy. We're not there yet. It'll happen one of these days. We'll have a rowdy stream full of crazy people. We're still new to it. Whoo, I can smell you now. Oh, yeah. I can smell that. Whew. I can smell the heat coming off of the machine. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I will. I'll have to figure it out. Google will help. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm going to watch this temp, see if it gets up. I mean, we're up to 33 already, so that's not bad at all. We're at 114 on the bed. I wonder if this thing is even supposed to get that hot. I forgot. What's the max bed temp? Because I might be pushing this a little bit harder than it should. I keep forgetting that. Oh, yeah, it's ready for 120. That's what I thought. It's struggling to get there though. That's interesting. It's going between 110 and 115. So I think these blower fans are really taking away from the bed temp. But the chamber's up to 36 now. Could. I mean, we already have the SE we already did. The KE we still need to do linear rails on. So the KE, I do have the parts printed. I just need to order some linear rails for that. My main goal is to try to get this Max done sooner or later. Look at my bald head. Yeah, see, that's how you can tell you're getting old. When your hairline starts to... Maybe Keeps will sponsor us one day. Keep your hair, because it's going. Get old. Don't get old, trust me. It's not fun. But yeah, we're trying to get this Max done one of these days. I'd like to switch that to a linear rail. The main goal of that one is to try to make it a giant switch wire. And if I can make that thing into a giant switch wire, it's just the price of linear 1 meter linear rails is not cheap. And once you get past 500 millimeters, it ain't cheap at all. The Cobra Max. So we have a Cobra Max. Hold on, let me see if I can show you while we're waiting for this bed to heat up. The Cobra Max down here. So this Cobra Max, we already have, I forget what this is, a HTV2 Lite. We have a new board for this. We have a whole bunch of stuff that's supposed to go on this. We just haven't gotten around to it. So this thing is way bigger than the Neptune 4 Plus. So by quite a substantial margin. So I've been without it for a couple months now, and I just keep going. I'm gonna get to the upgrade, but I really want to put those linear rails on there before I do all this other work to it. I would love to see this thing fully done. Like I said, for the cheapest I've seen, 1 millimeter, decent. Now, sure, you can get some knockoffs, knockoff rails for probably about 50, 60 bucks a piece. But decent, good rails that are 1,000 millimeters or 1 meter, you're talking almost a good $100 for just one, and that's not even including the carriage for it, for a good one. That's the main holdup on this. So you're talking almost a $500 for the design I want to do. You're talking $500 just in linear rails, and the printer itself was $479. You're double the price just in linear rails. Yes, the Burj Khalifa. They're talking about that. Yeah, that's the Burj. This is the Burj. I can't move her because the bottom, I need to put some more gloop on it. I kind of was skimped on the gloop, and kind of came in half. It's not broken. It's just not connected right now. So it'll just pop off in pieces. But yeah, we made the smaller one too. I think there's like 4 of these roaming around. But this one was actually made on an SE. This was done on an SE, on the good old Ender 3 SE, all by itself. And I believe it's called Mirror Chrome. It's got actual speckles and sparkles in it. But love this piece. This is one that kind of made me say, I can make it bigger. And that's how we ended up with the Burj. And ooh, we're up to 40 on the temps. I heard that also about the bed. We don't have that issue with the 5M. The 5M, that's my wife's favorite printer. I mean, it's done great for us. I have no issues with it. It's actually in the other room because she doesn't want to give it up. She does not want to give it up for me. That's her printer now. It's my 5M. Yeah, they definitely need. So the extruder on my SE, technically I have a new hot end in there. We have the Flowtech hot end, which is, again, just overkill for that kind of machine. Great hot end. Just it's $179 machine with a $64 part for just the hot end. Your A1 Mini? I hope not. Mine's not. Mine's been transformed into a ladies printer. Yeah. Ooh, 42 on the bed, or 42 in the chamber. It's going up. As long as it keeps going up, that's the main thing for me. I want this. If this can get above 50, that'd be amazing. It really would be. Oh, yeah. About it killing it. Yeah. But that happens to everybody. Everybody kills their nozzles sooner or later. Right now, my issue with nozzles is this the Cobra 3. The Cobra 3 behind me. I let it try to do a model print from off of the main memory off of the printer, and it threw the Z offset again. It's been printing great when I haven't touched it, haven't messed with it. Don't play with the Z offset. It does great, but I just set it through and let it try to print a test print in the background, and it literally just dug the bed. I mean, where's it at? See, that's embedded in there, and I'm gonna really need to get that Benji off because it's horrible. That's the offset on the Cobra. Everybody's having that issue with this Cobra, with the Cobra 3. I'm sitting there telling everybody, "Oh no, it's not a. Oh no, it's a problem. It is an issue," and I think I've already figured out what the problem is. When we finally get to our 350 hours on that, we'll have a full review of the Cobra 3 and not just the unboxing. So normally it's a Z offset issue. It's a Z offset issue. Could be a gantry leveling issue. You never really know with the Ender 3s. It's kind of figuring it out. That's a bad way of saying it, but it is. So yeah, that's the thing. The SE, it's a good printer. It's a decent printer out the box. It's a good startup printer. But I mean, as modding goes, it's going to get pricier, and you're going to wonder why you didn't get a KE. Would have already had Clipper on it. Would already have the linear rail on X. But I mean, we live and we learn. That's kind of the whole point of this industry. Really? So the filament got tangled on the spool, so I had to restart it. And now I can't get it to print. Oh, man. There you go. That 5M, I hate to say it. I went in, the only reason why I got the 5M was it was dirt cheap. And we were just checking out printers, and it wasn't like somebody had said it was a great printer. They're like, man, look, another cheap printer by Flash Forge. Oh, it's probably going to be a piece of crap. Let me find out. So we got the 5M, and be honest, there's quirks about it. The heat expansion noise and the fact that it wasn't fully enclosed. A lot of stuff were just quirks and things we didn't matter because it still was a good printer. I definitely check if you're getting. So, are you getting good extrusion, or is it still jamming up? 44. We're up to 44. This might actually be working. This may actually be working. This would shock me. There you go. So I just noticed as I'm standing here that my birthmark is showing very clearly. So sooner or later somebody's going to ask, Yes, that thing in my eye is a birthmark, and it affects the whole side of my face. So when it gets hot, this gets even more purple. So if you ever see me at an event or anything and my face is bright purple on that side, it's a birthmark. It's not nobody whooping my behind. Is there any news about the V3 SC or upgrade? I did all the upgrades you mentioned. Nothing new lately with the SE. The SE right now, I'm just trying to work on a better spool holder design for it that I like. Since it's been supported with the gantry brackets, it's a lot harder for me to get just pick a print because it's got the setting behind it. Ooh, 45. 45. We're getting there. Yes. So while we're waiting for this to heat up, if you're talking about the SE, all right, which one would you rather see while we're heating this up, the SE or the 5M? Which one you're more interested in, the upgrades on the SE? The SE. SE. Okay. Let me get the SE while this is heating up. Let me go over here and pull it. Oh, let's make some room for her, poor little girl. My baby Diablo. Let's put these on here. Ooh, yeah, we're still going up. That's as long as that's going up, I'm just gonna get happier and happier. I don't think there's anything that's gonna bring me down unless it goes in the opposite direction. And right now, that's good to see. Let's put that so we don't lose it. All right, so the SE, come here, Diablo. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna unplug the wire. I'm leaving the rubber feet because half the time they're gonna fall off anyway. Oh no, they didn't fall off yet, so we'll leave them on. Maybe they won't. Oh, she's collecting dust, isn't she? God, I need to love her more. I need to love you more, Diablo. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, I need to wipe her down. Oh. 46. We're getting there. So yeah, this is the SE. She's not normal. So let's bring this down a little bit since we can come down some. So she's not normal. Got the blower fan on there. Now my favorite thing obviously is gonna definitely be, is this the, yeah, this is a sync cable. It's a sync cable. I can do this with one. My one goal is definitely to add an additional motor over here, but I'm going to need to make sure that the rod is the correct size. So if I can get a dual, it'd be nice to have a dual drive. So underneath here, we can see, it's hard to see from here, but this is, you know what, let me switch cameras. Let me switch to the mobile one. It'd be easier to play with this. Let's switch to the handheld. Oh, there's my arm. There you go. Okay. So underneath here, oh, great, no light. We've got no light right there. So let me move this here and get some light. Maybe a little bit, not really. Close enough. All right, so underneath here, this is actually the Flowtech nozzle that's we installed on there. $64, which I'm not gonna say I wouldn't recommend it. I just wouldn't recommend it on this printer unless this is your only printer and this is what you want to do with this printer. We also did put on the X-axis linear rail here. This is the same size that would be on any of the Ender 3s of the previous gens, and it simply is bracketed in with these ASA mounts that I have here that go on the top of the frame, and a carriage that we printed off of printables that fits this with the end stop piece that you also have to add on. Now, I didn't need to add that on there. I just did because it matched the design. We put in the bracket here, or this to hold on the wire. Is a big help to help the ribbon cable. Then we have the spine. This one's called the spine. There we go. The spine drag chain. And this one is probably one of my favorites. I have this on I think 2 or 3 other printers. And then on the back side, as you see, we have the actual stabilizer bracket for the gantry. And this is what I meant by it's kind of hard for me to just get a print that would normally fit right underneath here, like for a spool holder, because this already takes up some extra space and now it's not the exact same as before. We did put the filament runout sensor up top, and come on, get in there. Oh no, I broke it. Of course, I broke my ABS that's been sitting in there for a while. But yeah, I relocated it with this swivel mount. I like this a lot better. And on the back we have the sync. This is to synchronize the Z's and add tension so it stabilizes it up. But and then of course the linear rails with the TPU feet for stability. And this is one of the prototypes that I've been working on. It's a Voron. It's supposed to be like a destroyed Voron coming up that holds your spool. But this is just a prototype, and I'm working on other ones for it. That's the only real thing. I didn't take the screen away, which is now running Clipper through the Sonic pad, through the parallel port. And of course, upgraded to a PEI bedsheet. That's pretty much all we did with this so far. I haven't done anything with the motors themselves, but my next goal is definitely to make it a dual Z. That would add a lot more stability, and I do have a couple boards I could throw in here, but I still want to keep the board stock as of right now, just for right now. That's the main thing. Yes. On the video, yeah. See, the problem is I'm reaching all the way across the screen here, and I don't have my mouse hooked up. But yeah, there is one available. Any one of the videos that we have on this modded, there is STLs for almost every single one of the mods that we have placed on here. One of the big things I recommend with the SE is definitely get the spool holder off the top of this thing. It's night and day difference when you remove that spool holder off, because the stability goes way up compared to before, where this gantry used to shake quite a bit because it's only held on with these little. Take a look on the side. The profile is very thin. Yeah, it's got bolstering in the back, but that's your profile, and these do have a tendency to wiggle. That's why it's so important to stabilize them. That's the big thing. Yes, we did actually. So on the bottom, I forgot all about that. So on the bottom of this SE, I know it's probably hard to see, there's little gray brackets. There's little gray shims. Focus. That's not focusing well. This is the cheap camera. Shoot. Come on, get in there. Get in. Zoom. Right. Yeah, it's probably not going to work, but right underneath this spacer. There's a black, or I'm sorry, a gray shim for this side of the bed. There's one, I believe, in the back as well over here that I had to put in because the bed was a little warped. I did make sure that the gantry was lined up correctly with spacers on the side to the frame itself. So I know the gantry's straight. The printer prints great now. I mean, I have no issues with this printer. It's one of those where it's printing great. What else can we do to it? That's the problem with this printer. There's nothing wrong with it. It prints ABS now since we changed out the heat. See, there's a lot of stuff. I keep forgetting. We did a lot with this printer. It's just the compile of one thing after another after another. So, yeah, this is my baby. I love her. I'm gonna put her back just because I don't like her out of her cage. I feel something might happen to her. Come on, Diablo. Easy, easy. And let's see what we're on the bed temp. Let's see what the bed temp is. We're at 49. Oh, 48, 48, 48. We're at 48 on the chamber right now. This is a lot higher than I'm used to. I'm used to 45. I've seen 48s before, but that's running for quite a few hours. So this is going to actually be, this might be work way better than I thought it would. So, she's hot in there, that's for sure. Yeah, the silicone spacers would save it, but then I would have to spend money on silicone spacers when you can just spend, what, like 0.004 cents on filament just to print them? But you're right, it's a lot more easy to just put the silicone spacers in there and do it that way, tighten them and loosen them, rather than, is this 0.5 millimeter or is it 0.25 millimeter spacer that goes underneath? But yeah, I would, same thing, recommend the silicone spacers. Great, now I gotta get silicone spacers. See, dang it! No, because that bed is almost perfect. It's only got like a 0.1 of difference on it, or 0.01 difference on it. It's really good. Come on, baby. If you get over 50, then this is definitely worth it. And this is not the extruder, this is just the bed. And since this thing can get to 120, we're going to go ahead and jack it all the way up to 120 just to kind of speed this process up a little bit. There we go. And yes, we are running the Guppy screen. That is not the same screen that everybody else runs. It's the Guppy screen. I like it. It doesn't have the right temps in certain areas that I need it to. God, this camera's supposed to focus. Yep, see? That's why I wanted my other camera. It's not working right now. It's okay. We'll make it work. Oh, yeah. This thing might get over 50. I'll be happy over 50. Heck, the Q1 Pro gets to 60. So if this gets to 60 without the heated bed, or without the heated chamber, or the heater in the chamber, then this might be my new best friend over the Q1 Pro, because that heated chamber really helps with ABS, ASAs, and all of those. Right now we're inside looking at, let's say it is 105 and a 23% humidity inside. So let's see. Let's see if that stays true. I was wondering why it was bouncing. It's like, oh, that's me. we're at 50. We are officially at 50 C inside of this chamber with these mods. So this is working. I have not been this high on the mods before, or inside the chamber before with the K1. And again, we're not even printing anything. The extruder is at 57, which, yeah, as long as you're printing high temp materials, it's okay. PETG and everything else, nah. With the K1 Max or just the K1? That's the question. Yeah, it is a nice breezy. Where's my... The heck is my temperature gauge in here? Damn it. How did I... Everything gets lost around this shop. Only for about a half hour, and then I find everything. And like, I'm going to put this in a place where I'll never forget it again. And then I forget it. So right now, it is 73 degrees in here. Yeah, we're 73 with a 40-some% humidity, which is a little bit high. I got to turn on the dehumidifier, but yeah, it's right around 73 in here, right around 48. I guess my hands are wet. So yeah, we're 51 now. Yeah, we had that heat wave the other day. I could have threw this thing outside and run it with the door open, and it would have been just fine. Just fine. Yep, 52. 52. Come on, baby. You can get there. You know you can get hotter than that. I want you to be toasty. We have plans for you. I want to run some of the good stuff. I wish to try. I want to try some PPS on there. If I can get this thing to print PPS, I'll be very happy. Or some nylon. Oh. Do, 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 do.
The other day was at a baseball game, not professional, but sort of professional. I don't know, it's like a city thing or something. I don't know, but we caught a ball. I had it already. It was from the
Oh.
So there you guys go.
Oh, a baseball holder.
Beautiful, love it. Can't wait. I'll show you a file in the comment section, so you guys can print one out for yourself.
Oh, I like that.
Whatever.
Nice model, sir. Nice model. That will work out very well for anybody interested in that. Yeah. You got to get it signed. That's the most important part of any baseball. You got to get it signed, man. It was 80 in here. I'd be sweating my butt off. We keep getting fluctuation now between 52 and 50. It's just going back and forth. 52, 50, 52. Come on, baby. Push it. You can do this. Yeah, they have pictures of this getting up to 70. I'm not believing that, it said, but that's rare occurrences. It's probably in somebody's garage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. I think I am good with that. Should I buy an Ender 3 V3 metal frame? So the Core XY or the Core XZ one, the one with the silver frame with the K1 head, is that the one you're talking about? Are you talking about the black ones? One with the square head or one with the weird, I can't even remember what it looks like anymore. Or one that looks like a nose, I guess. A big nose. Yes, the Core XZ, yes. Used for 239. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Because I know they're going for like 320, 330 in certain areas. And then some places you can get one for like 279, like a Micro Center, for a new one. So that's a tough one. Yeah, I agree. See if we can talk them down. If it's used, see if they'll get you for like 209. I think 209 is a good spot right for these used now, because some people probably abuse the snot out of these things, but they're good machines. I like that the XZ. I don't like the pluses. Apparently, it's a copper tube something that they installed on the linear rods. In the print head, and I apparently have a bad one, so they're going to be sending me a new one to install, and I'll put a video out on how to do that, because it's a really weird piece to put in there. It's just a copper tube with, I believe it's some type of either brass or some kind of inserts that are self-lubricating for the rod, but mine's bad apparently because it's eating itself away. That's the issue. Oh, now refurbished. If it's refurbished, there should be some type of, I wouldn't say warranty on it per se, unless you're getting it from, say, like a third part or an individual seller. But if you're getting it from, say, a company that's selling it as a refurb, it should still be an option unless it's a all sales final refurb. One of those used, no refunds, no takebacks. Those I try to stay away from. I think we're maxed. I think this thing is maxed out right at 53. Yeah, I think we are maxed at 53. That's crazy. Okay. So only a few degrees hotter. I wouldn't say a lot hotter. But again, it could be hotter with the part, obviously, still in there heating up. You still got the whole model. But this is with nothing on it, no nothing, just the heated bed and fans blowing off on the heated bed. So it is higher than normal. Like I said, I've seen it get to 48 is the highest I've seen before. This is at 52. Now it's at, yeah, so it's bouncing between 52, 53. So I guess that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Yep. That's just the bed. There's nothing else. It's just the bed with these mods, with the fans blowing underneath them. Now we did have to sacrifice the back fan for these, unless I go underneath and run those in parallel. But then I'm running 3 fans in parallel, which I'm not a big fan of. Oh, is it a usable working MK3? That's the question I would ask. If it's a usable MK3, I would snatch that up real quick. But that's the catch. Did they use and abuse the snot out of it? And now it doesn't work well, because $400 for a Prusa MK3. Hell, you pay almost $400 for a good MK2 that's still in great condition. But normally they're only like $250. Yeah, if it looks pristine, I would. Yeah, the looks could be deceiving. Heck, I could sell anybody my anchor makes right now. Anybody want an anchor make? We definitely got them. They look normal. They print like crap, but they look normal. Yeah, I think we're balanced out. Now I came back down to 52. So yeah, that's about maxed out for what it's going to do. So yeah, not a huge upgrade, but again, I'll see more with some bigger, larger prints down the road. But this, for the most part, looks like it's I mean, it has added some heat to the chamber, and it definitely feels warmer to the touch. Yeah, I mean, it's feels a lot like the Q1 Pro. Now, I could make it even warmer and insulate the sides, but then I'm going to lose the vision. I might do that. I might just insulate the sides also, and that will help to add it up. That's everybody. I mean, the SE, shoot. My Neo over there started as a Neo. Looks like a Neo, but it runs like an S1 Pro. So, yeah, and it probably cost as much as an S1 Pro back then when it first came out. But don't feel bad. That's kind of the beauty of it. I'm thinking of a wrap, kind of like they have right now for the P1Ss, like the Panda wraps. Now, when we had the P1P, we insulated that with thermal tape. Now, I don't want to put just thermal tape on the outside of this. It won't make it. Sure, it'll work, but it just look like crap. So I'm thinking maybe some type of a wrap with thermal lining on the inside of it. But that's something, again, I'd have to look into. But it's an option. It is an option. Oh, yeah. I agree 100%. They try to save with those linear rods, especially if you take them off, you'll notice they're hollow as can be. And they are very wibbly wobbly. That's the best way to say it. They're wibbly wobbly. Not very strong. Give me an MGN 12 any day. I'm happy. An MGM 9 if we have to, which is normally on the X-axis for that one. So, yeah, everybody has to have a name for their printers. This is Bertha. Our SE is Diablo. I still haven't come up with a name with a V3 yet. We have the Squeak Ender, which is the V3 Plus, because it squeaks. And I still don't have a name for the CR10 either. There's a couple of them we still don't have names for. Yeah, palms. If I could do away with every palm in this entire shop, I would. The Plus is definitely going to go to linear rails. They have a kit now, I believe, for it's about $140 to turn over your pluses, your Neptune 4 pluses, into linears. And I think it's like $139 for just a regular Neptune. Kind of missing my old Neptune that my buddy has. Yeah, these feet have worked real well. I hate to say it, my little rubbers. Where are my little buddies? Yeah, these things have worked amazingly well. So, I mean, they don't look great because I didn't have them printing slow enough, but they're nice and soft, but hard at the same time, so they dampen. And I put a little bit less. I put more support up top here to kind of keep it from crushing in on itself, and put less support around the edges so it has a little bit more give on the sides, but it's still structurally strong on the top. And those four are what breaks this thing, and we have them on all of the K1s in the colors of the printers. So I would prefer the Nebula pad on the SE. I'm running it on the Sonic pad. The Sonic pad gives you the option for 4 printers versus the Nebula pad only gives you the option for the 1. That's kind of the downfall with the Nebula pad. But I mean, my Nebula pads, I've had no issues with them. I just don't see $89 for I mean, for clipper access, yes, but yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I have the 3 nebulas on. Yes, I mean, heck, you got one on the shoot. There's one on the CR10. There's one on the KE, and I think that's the only nebula pads. Yeah, those are the only nebula pads that I have, but they work well. I don't have any issues with them. But I've never tried one on the SE, just the Sonic pad, which I'm not a fan of because of its instability. That Sonic pad does go in and out. So, oh yeah, that's it. Looks like it's 52. So we're 52, 53. That's where this thing's gonna max out at. I'm giving it plenty of time to heat up. That extruder feels it though, because the extruder's sitting at 61 right now with nothing on it. It's sitting at 61. So, yeah, I would love to put that on there. But so we have 5 of those screens now. Good lordy, yeah. These screens, I like these. Some of them we switched to the Guppy screen. Some we left on the K1 set up the way they are. But yeah, so the interchamber. Yeah, this is so accuracy. What is that? 112. I can't do conversions in my head anymore. I've gotten too old. So what is that? 53. Yeah, it keeps bouncing between 53 52. So 53C in Fahrenheit should be 127. And all the way out here, I'm getting 118.6. So I would assume obviously closer to the bed would be a lot warmer. But all the way here on the edge, yeah, 118.6. So it's still hotter than it needs to be. It's up where the temps need to be. Would I recommend this? Maybe not. But I mean, I'm gonna have to do some more testing with it. It's a cool little mod. It does heat up. It's again just a couple degrees though. That's an if for me. I don't know whether I'd recommend these or not. I'm gonna have to do some more testing and then let you guys know for sure. So. Oh, a bricked KE or bricked K1. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. That's a maybe. 180. See, for me, I would grab it because I have the new motherboard just sitting around. I take the motherboard, but then the question is, are the cables bad on that K1? That's the catch. Ugh. If your cables are bad, you're going to have to rerun all your cables, which again would be cheaper than buying a new K1, which I still can't believe how expensive they are, still are. Really ridiculous, especially these K1 Maxes. We picked up ours for $6.99 from Micro Center just because we needed a Max, we needed a bigger one, and the K1s, one of them I got for $236, and the other one we got for $340 something. But yeah, my Crealities I don't pay full price for. I refuse to unless they're first editions, just buying it for the first time, which we did with the all the V3s. I hate to say it. Yeah. Oh, see, then it gets you with the $90 shipping. They're right back at you. So it's not quite as good a deal at $270. Nah, not for a bricked one. No. $270 for a used one that you're not 100% sure about, but they say it works, sure. But if they say it's bricked, yeah, that's a little bit too steep. Because it could just be something simple as the board. Could be something as really bad as a burnt out power supply unit. You never know. But all right, so catch it tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the big stream with the updates and giveaway for the actual printer. Today, like I said, was more of me testing out, making sure the live stream cameras work and everything. Found some errors. We'll fix that before tomorrow. And to actually install this mod and see if it works. So it works. Recommend it. We'll see. I'll put a short out in the next few weeks after we do a few prints on this and see whether it was really worth it or not. But I will see you guys on the next one. I don't want to keep you guys up. It is technically dinner time for me, and the wife's not home, so I get to get whatever I want. So on behalf of the wife, who will always say her magical line of print like you mean it, and it's been a great time catching up with you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the big one where we have a lot more to discuss, and we won't be worried about this. So see you guys. Appreciate everybody for coming out for the live stream, and